I nearly didn't make it then. I nearly didn't make it. I knocked the camera. Oh well, I'm here. We're live. I think we're live. Hi, Graps. Dear, oh dear. Yeah, nearly didn't make it then. Well, you know, the joys of live television and all that. Got to be done, isn't it? What do you think of my tacky tie that Mrs. Cruncher's hooked me up with? Look at that. Look at that. Isn't that a beauty? It says O my side. I'm assuming it reads ho 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 to you people. Just turn that down a fraction because I can't hear myself thinking. So I've got a nice tacky gear on today for you. Just to spoil you, I know you like it. Les is in, I'm trying to think who was in first today. I think it might have been Aston, but Les has popped up on top. Afternoon, Les. And Aston's in. What's in the box? Afternoon, Multi and Chris. Is it Milek? Mileki? I don't know how you pronounce it, Chris. Is it Chris Mileki? I'll go with that, I think. Oh, you're going to get dragged away again, Aston. Afternoon, Rob Cross. Derek Tafferman, afternoon, Derek. Yeah, just been out walking the dogs and it's hailing out there at the moment. It was. Sort of sleety, horrible stuff now. Phil Taylor, afternoon, Phil, and Timothy Can. Hello, Timothy. How you doing with your subs? Got a few more now. Michael Hyde, afternoon, Michael. Anthony Carter, hi, Anthony. David Tagg, hi, David. Cold up north, yeah, but it is. Afternoon, Doug. Benji's in. Theo's in. Graps. Scraps. What's Graps? Simon's World, hello Simon. Rob Titheridge, hi Rob. Yeah, not nice, is it? So yeah, it's extremely tacky for you today, let. Very colourful. Fish and chips tonight for Benji. Right, what have we got today then? Well, we've got loads today. But first of all, we need to visit someone, don't we? Who's patiently waiting down here. The guardian of many beers, I hope. Penguin, are you ready? You ready? Have you got your makeup done? He's got his makeup done. Let's go over and see what Penguin's up to. Here he is. Hello, Penguin. What have you got there, mate? Anything decent today? It is a Saturday. You might have something really nice on a Saturday. You never know. Let's have a look. Again, I have not got a clue what's in any of these. Mrs. Cruncher hasn't said what she's put in any of these. So let's go and grab number 4. See, something might jump out and bite my hand off. You never know what's going to happen here. Oh hell, that won't even come out. Oh, well, this is a coincidence, this one. We've got some Mad Goose by Purity, which we all know well, being a Fat Tony's drink of choice, I believe. Well, that's a bit uncanny. I'll show you in a minute. Anyway, let's just move some of this other bits and pieces out of the way. Mike! Thank you, Mike. Welcome, mate. Take the money or open the box. Yeah. It's not the £1 million drop, is it, Mike? We've got the Demons box in the house today, as you know. Afternoon, Pryor. You feel a little underdressed. You mean you've not got your Christmas gear on? What's going on? Shirt can be seen from space. You in? Put him out. See you tomorrow. Okay, Paul. Catch you tomorrow, mate. Thanks, Mike. So we've got this in from Mrs. Cruncher today. I'm getting all of a tiz with all my buttons and that at the moment. Purity, Mad Goose. I don't know what she's trying to tell me, but there you go. Andrew Pitt, how you doing? The Cruncher Grotto. It is, isn't it? It's like a grotto. Mrs. Cruncher's hooked me right up. So yeah, this is Purity Brewing Co. So this is created with a conscience in the heart of Warwickshire. It's award-winning Mad Goose, a zesty pale ale with a refreshing citrus finished. Inspired by our own fearsome feathered friend. So there you go. Mad Goose, 4.2%, so not mental, not mad. Which is quite good because I've got to drive early tomorrow. I don't know if any of you are going to Royal Wootton Bassett tomorrow, but please let yourself be known. And come and say hello if you see me. If you see me. How you doing, Mike, anyway? Not seen you for a while, mate. Hope you're all right. I'm just trying to pour some of this in without it going over the top. Liquid goose fat. It might put some fat on me, Mike. I don't know. You know, I need fattening up for Christmas, don't I, really? There we go. Mad Goose. Cheers, Mrs. Cruncher. Happy Christmas, everybody. It is Christmas. You know, it's December. What are you saying about the shirt? There's nothing wrong with the shirt. It's fine. I might even wear the tie. What do you think? Should I wear the tie as well? It's gotta be the loudest shirt I've got. That. Afternoon, Colin. Colin's there tomorrow. Look forward to seeing you, Colin. We've seen each other on camera a few times, but not in the flesh. So, be good to meet up, mate. Right, we've got something else that's come in. So let me show you that. Because this arrived totally unexpectedly this morning, and it's a bit uncanny, actually, because I've had this note in from our friend Fat Tony. Fat Tony. He says, "Happy Christmas, Graham and Mrs. Cruncher. As always, appreciate thee, as always appreciate thee, as do many others. Please enjoy again Studley's best known brewery's finest from Fat Tony." And sure enough, this is spooky. Sure enough, Purity. What have we just opened? That is a bit uncanny, isn't it? That is uncanny, because Tony has very, very kindly sent me another massive, great, God, box of beers. Let's just get the camera. So there you go. 9 beers, 2 packets of crisps, and a nice glass. So Tony, thank you very much for that, mate. That's the glass. Purity. I certainly wasn't expecting that. So again, we got some more Mad Goose in there. Look, it's good stuff. Puts hairs on your chest, you know. Some gold. Pure gold, it says. And I think my favourite is the Ubu. So that's me sorted. for me top-up beers. Me live stream top-up brew. Me live stream top-up brew. Oh dear God. So I'm struggling lifting stuff about at the moment. Ugh. Shouldn't be lifting stuff, really a bit naughty, but there you go. Got to be done, isn't it? If I don't lift it, no one else is going to. Right. Right, let me get myself sorted here. Let's get that camera back down on the bench. Whew. Because I was going to show you this. Let's just get in a bit closer on that bit of the bench here. Do you remember the dance set? Can you remember me Retrobrite in it? Do you think that might be a bit whiter than it was? Look at how that's come out. What do you think? Do you think that worked? A bit of Retrobrite in? So Mike's recapped his Audiolab 8000A, but he's saving up for some Mundorfs for power caps. Mundorfs. I did put some fancy ones in there. Mike from Hi-Fi Collective. That's where I got mine. So let's just get you in a bit closer on this, because this is phenomenal. Phenomenal. I mean, it's blowing the camera out, it's that white. It's difficult to explain what they looked like before, really, but they were really bad. Really bad. Let's see if I can find the before and after pictures here a minute. I might struggle with internet. I'm surprised it's managing so far. Actually, I probably shouldn't have said that because I've jinxed it now. But I'm surprised it's holding up because I'm uploading tomorrow's video as we speak to the internet, or to YouTube from my other computer. So I've put the computer in sleep mode, so I'm hoping that's probably shut the internet down a bit. So let's see if I can get my photos up. Well, this really is maybe asking it to do a bit too much, but you never know, it might do it. Oh, here we go. Here we are. Let's get the worst scenario. Let's get the worst scenario up. Okay, so this is what it did look like. Let's just have a look, see what I'm up to here. Yeah, so that's what it did look like. You can see how orangey it was. And if you look at these two bezels and this knob here, this one wasn't too bad. But yeah, look at that. Compared to now, I think we sorted that, don't you? Thanks, David. Tony, we've just been talking about you, mate. We've got Ubu. Just had your purity delivered, mate, today. So thank you very much, Tony. Much appreciated, mate. Good man. So there you are. That's it's even better if you see it face on. Look. So I haven't had a chance to get into the what should we call it again yet? What should we call it? The dance set, but I have I have got one wire I know what I've done with, because very kindly someone, I think it was John, sent me an email saying what I'd done. You always cover your things in hydrogen peroxide and leave it out in the sun. Well, that's the colour that was in the pictures you sent me. Oh, right, okay. Well, what, my light one? Yeah, sorry, I haven't opened those, Anthony. Apologies for that, mate. Simon's asking how I Retrobrite. Thank you, Rob. Let's just get back to me a minute. Simon's asking how I Retrobrite. Well, I've got this fancy box that I made up, Simon. Let me just see if I can find it for you. Let me see if I can find it. We didn't catch it yesterday, so let's go back to my screen then again. So basically what I did is I scrubbed it first, stuck the knobs and bits in the ultrasonic cleaner. You can see the colour of that. Give that a bit of a clean. Parcel tracking, what's going on here? I think I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? Yeah, okay. We need to be going this way, right, okay. So this is all the bits out of the cleaning process. So this is all clean now. I don't think this has altered much. I'll show you that in a minute, but I don't think this has altered much. I think this is still going to be cloudy. But that's come up even whiter, and obviously all this now matches. This is very slightly yellowed still, but I've had it in there too long. Anything else is going to be pushing it, really. So I've got this in Mrs. Cruncher's flan dish. Don't tell her, she hasn't seen it. This is in a flan dish with 30% hydrogen peroxide and obviously 70% water. So I've just got it in there, basically. It's not covered. I think what I should have probably covered it over, because I did get quite a lot of condensation inside overnight. So probably should have cling filmed that over. But a lot of people just put this in a bag and fill the bag up with hydrogen peroxide. I did the same with this. This is hydrogen peroxide and water mixed. And what I did, Simon, is I've made up this. This is one of these really useful boxes. I've taken the lid off and I've made up a plywood lid. It's got another piece of plywood inside that fits inside the box, inside the edge of the box. It's lined with tin foil. The lid's all lined with tin foil, and I've got one of these growing lights. What do they call them? Not multi-spectrum, full spectrum light. So it's basically a full spectrum light that they use for propagation. And there's a little symbol on that probably gives away what probably their use might be. So left it in there probably about 10 hours, because it's quite a weak solution. Oh, that's a darts. That's a darts league stuff. So yeah, that's how I do it. And it works very, very well. A lot of messing about to build all that, but I have done a video on that. I must upload that at some stage. So there you are. There you go, Simon. The sun is in the box, mate. That light is so bright you can't look at the thing. You use the stuff that ladies dye their hair blonde. I just bought some stuff off of Amazon, I think it was. Let me see if I can find. I did do some pictures when I did the last lot of Retrobrite. What did I Retrobrite recently? It was the knobs for that blue Hunter, wasn't it? Of Chris is. Well, Chris has seen the knobs of the Blue Hunter in the flesh because he's got it there with him. So I'm sure he'll agree that the Retrobrite does work amazingly. Yeah, okay. I'm just trying to see if I got a picture. Oh, there we go. Ah, here we are. Here we are. Okay. So this is my light again. This is the underside of the box that I built. So you can see there's like a lip there where I've got 2 bits of ply. So I've got, I think it's 1/2 inch ply and 1/4 inch ply. I think I've got 1/4 inch of ply on the inside. And that just acts as a rest, like a ledge to hold the light in. You can see the array of LEDs on there. And they're all sort of different colours to make up the spectrum of light. Natural light. And say I've covered the whole lot inside with aluminium foil. And then finished the edges with some aluminium tape. I'm going to sneeze. And that's the inside of the box. Just stuck some foil inside it with some spray glue. The spray glue is rubbish, to be fair. I would just use PVA or some contact adhesive in the future if I'd done it again. And that's the hydrogen peroxide I'm using. 11.99% food grade. You can use it as a teeth whitening agent under expert advice only. But it also works very well at removing yellow from plastic. That's it. So there you go. That's how he does it. Thanks, Les. Hi, Daniel. Sun's been out, multi. Well, I suppose we need to make some room on the bench here because this box from Mr. Racing Demon is absolutely massive. It's going to do me shouldering again, lifting it up here. So let me make some room. I need to get the Christmas decorations moved back a bit. I'll destroy that. Bit of a Christmas goatage, aren't we? Hello. Yeah. I made someone jump one day when they heard that on the stream. Frightened the life out of them. Okay, is that going to be safe there? No, I need to put that beer somewhere else for a minute because it's going to go. Right. Let's get the main camera on. Let's zoom right out because we're going to need it, I think. This is a huge beast of a box and it does weigh a fair bit as well. Mine's got 9.8 kilos on it. So God knows what he's got on here. Oh, hell. No product placement here, look. No product placement, but it could be in a CPC box. So can we guess what's in it? Anybody got a guess what's likely to be in the box? I haven't got a clue. Not a Scooby. But I can tell you it's big. If I put my arm on it, look, you can see how big the box is. It's huge. It's just as... God. It's a big old box. What do you reckon's in it then? We'll take answers on a postcard. Cool. Brett, how you doing, mate? A bit of a shoulder thing going on. Does Mike know what's in it? Chris has said it's a Hacker Herald RP35. All right, okay. Yeah, no, I've got amps for those here, Chris. In fact, I could probably get my hand on one right now. It's the same. It's one of those amps, Chris. One of those. The RP35, which is an A205. In fact, it's the same amp that's in your Sovereign 2, I believe. Yeah, it's the same amp that's in your Sovereign 2, Chris. So you can always interchange it, but now I wouldn't mess about pulling it out, to be fair, because last thing you want to do is dislodge something. It's a nice giveaway, and this is a giveaway, by the way. Mike has very kindly given us this as a giveaway. So I might not want to give it away, Mike. I might want to keep it. I might have to enter myself. Can I enter myself? It's an Elizabethan spool to spool. Okay, Cyberflyer, how you doing? So shall we start the unopening ceremony? He sorted me out with some dusters again. Mrs. Cruncher, are you pleased? She's been pinching them. She's been pinching them, Mike. Okay. We got some dusters and cloths. And I do get through a lot of these actually, but this is going to be almost 6 months supply here, Mike. I think. So we've got some more cameras blowing out a bit there, isn't it? We'll take it off of auto. Really, is it on auto? It's on auto focus. No, I don't know. But anyway, hopefully you can see that. It's just maybe the lights are coming off of it a bit too much. In fact, actually, if we go to that camera, you probably see. Ah, you can see better. You can see my ho 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 tie now as well. That. So we got some cloths. We've got some dusters. I think Mrs. Cruncher ought to have some of them, really, didn't she? Unless are these giveaway dusters, Mike? Or are these for me for cleaning all my cleaning? Because you know I like to clean things, and I've done a lot of cleaning recently. Ho ho ho! So, apologies, you got my guts in the shot, but okay. There's layers to this. There's layers. Let's go back to the main cam, because I think we're down to another box. Oh God! Flipping heck, this is heavy. What's he put in here? What has Mike put in here? Is it what it says on the box? Oh, I can sit back down again now. Is it a Tenma 72 8700 DC power supply? If it is, it's very nice, because it's exactly the same as the one that I use. I don't know. You just never know. I don't know. It feels heavy enough to be a power supply, I can tell you that. That's for me and the missus. Mike, thank you, mate. I won't tell her you've given her some dusters. She might take offence to that, Mike, if I tell her you got some dusters. Hi, Maru, how are you, mate? Maru Ganesh. So what do we think? Do we think it's a Tenma? Is it a Tenma? Is it? I don't know. Certainly feels heavy enough to be one. It's a big old lump. But it could be a red herring, couldn't it? It could be a red herring. It could be a red herring, this. Any more guesses before I lift the lid? Oh, we've got some information here. Please open and read before you test. Before I test, okay. So I'm not going to test it quite yet, am I? So I'll read that after I've opened it, Mike, yeah? I'm keeping you in suspense here, aren't I? Keeping you in suspense here. Just having another swig of the Mad Goose. So let's have a look. Oh, I tell you what, I think it is. I think it is. How, Mike? This is a very nice bit of kit if it is. Something like 5 amp time lag fuse, 3.15 amp time lag fuse. So it looks like it is a full-on bench supply. It's 72, 86, 90. Wow, hell, that is different than mine. I'm gonna try and hang on. I've even got some leads, look. Mike's even give us some, and they're actually rather nice, Mike. So it looks like Mike has made them up. Thank you, Mike. So they're all nicely heat wrapped. Banana plugs and some quite nice, well, very strong croc clips. You wouldn't want to get one of those on your finger, I tell you. Oh, they're plug-in ones as well. Nifty. Power cord. Another power cord. European. So let's hang on. I've got to try and lift this out of the box now. Jeez. Oh, that's our fuses that Mike was mentioned. So he's even got spare fuses, look. Funnily enough, I've just taken another power supply out of the room just now. Oh my, look at that. That is an amazing gift, Mike, for somebody. Somebody is going to be very happy with that. That is almost identical to mine. I mean, it is identical to mine. I don't see what the difference is. 0 to 5 amp, Mine's 0 to 5 amp, 32 volts. Yeah, 32 volts. Oh, we've got a measure button. Okay, that's probably slightly better than mine then. Let's use Sean's. Sean very kindly had these made for me, which is for chocking things up for a better camera angle. So we'll just use those to prop it up, and I'll get the cam. This is brand new. How about that then? How about that? So yeah, I mean, I don't know what this. I don't know what these measure buttons do. That's the only difference. Mine hasn't got the measure buttons on it. Interesting. We'll have to find out from the manual what that does in a minute. But I've got a lead, so we'll turn it on. Cameron, good afternoon to you. This, everybody needs a decent bench power supply. If you're working on radios, you do need a decent power supply. And I can tell you now that these are 3 figures to buy these. Well into 3 figures. It's not a cheapy Chinese. Well, it probably is Chinese, but it's not a cheap unit by any means. It's proper test kit. So yeah, I can't remember what I paid for mine, but it's about 160 quid I paid for mine, I think. So and that was quite a few years ago. So we better plug it in, but I've got to open this before I test it, just in case there's some information in there that I need to know. So let's have a look at this then. So we've got Mike's open and read before you test. I think I might need another sip of the crazy goose or whatever it is first. Well, we've got some cash in there, and I think Mike said that that's for the postage. So not only has Mike given us this to give away, he's also given me the postage, but it is UK only. So sadly, if you're outside of the UK, then unfortunately, due to the weight of the thing, it's not going to be practical to post it up. So let's I've got a letter here, so let's have a read of this sound. Just turn that down. Right, okay. Hi Graham, here's a Tenma 728700 power supply for a giveaway. It's brand new, although it blew the 3.15 time lag fuse one time. I think that was caused by too high of an inrush current, so I've replaced the 3.15 with a 5 amp time lag fuse. That did happen with mine, Mike, and it happened because I switched it on and off too quick. I accidentally flipped the switch, didn't quite put it on properly, and sort of flicked it like that, and that popped the fuse in mine. So I have got some more of those. So Mike's fitted a 5 amp time lag in it. Says Mike has supplied 2 fuses with it, the 5 amp time lag and a 3.15. So if you want to, so basically if you want to put it back to normal, then Mike's got the fuses in there to do that. And the fuse, I think it's in the back panel somewhere. Can't remember, but I'm not sure there's a measure of it. I think it's quite interesting. So Mike is saying this can only be a UK giveaway because of the weight. He's also included £30 towards postage as well. He's only used the power supply twice. Will you please test on your channel, as I will not be there for Christmas Eve. Sorry, and make sure it's working okay. Regards, Mike. Thank you, Mike. I know you did say about doing the giveaway on this earlier, Mike. I mean, if you want to do the giveaway earlier, then let me know, and we can do that. So Mike's very kindly put some money in there towards the postage as well. It should cover the postage actually, but it's knocking on 10 kilos this. So I want to have a quick look at what this this measure button is. I've not seen that before, so let's have a look. But as I say, it is a very good quality. So measure selects the digital meter's display, the output voltage or the output current. Oh, okay. So how is that different to mine then? So mine's got current and amps on the same display. Maybe this has just got one or the other. Ah, I see. Okay. Yeah, I got it now. All right, so let's give it a try then. Let's plug her in. Right, so the measure button, by the looks of it, well, let's get that turned around. Got a bit of glare going on now, can't do anything about that unfortunately. Okay, so the measure button just switches between volts and amps on the display, look. So we've got a fan in it. Just blowing out the back end somewhere. So if we measure current. So it will go up to 32 volts. So 32 volts per channel. It's on track at the moment, so you've got tracking button, which means this side will be the same. If you take the tracking off, then you can have both sides with different voltages on it. So you've got two outlets and you've got this tied together, so you can tie the two together, so you can combine the two. So if you wanted 64 volts, you would just go on the two outer ones and you've got 64 volts available. It's basically two power supplies in one, and each side is capable of 5 amps. So again, you've got your current limit on this one. So let's just cut off on the volts. Let's turn that one back down then. So let's try Mike's leads. Let's pop it. Okay, so we're shorted at the moment, so we need that shorting link out, don't we? So we're not using both sides of the supply, we're just using the one side. So if we go in here, so let's short this out. Turn back on. And let's go to amps. So let's set it 10 milliamps. Now it's got short circuit protection, so it's not even letting us do the voltage up. Okay. So it's basically set at 10 milliamps now. It's working fine, Mike. No problems with that. As I say, Mike has put the 3.15 amp fuse in there. It's a weird size, isn't it, really? 3.15 amps, but, you know. Mike is the man, isn't he? So, but that's, no way, Mike, they're fine. Oh, I just pushed it on and off quickly. Sometimes if you just knock that one accidentally, you can pop the fuse with the inrush. And my stream is struggling at the moment. I think my my download's kicking in. If the stream fails, I'm going to have to stop my download or come back on in a bit. So we'll see. Struggling at the moment. How we do it for time? 5 o'clock. Yeah, we're struggling. We are struggling streaming. This is purely because this other computer has downloaded tomorrow's stream. That's the problem. Are you all holding in there, or is it dying for anybody? It's sort of gone amber at the moment, which means sort of warning, warning. Do not pass go. Let's get rid of Google Photos. It's not smooth streaming at the moment, so it might be lagging a bit. Does anybody know how to clean the faux leather on a Roberts R200? I would start off with soapy water. I would go with lukewarm soapy water would be the way, I think, Cameron. You've had a Tenma supply for about 5 years. So far it's been excellent. Is it almost identical to my Tenma up here that I use? Well, you've seen my supply many times. I've got it out for you lots to see, but it's virtually identical to mine, apart from mine's got a dual display rather than having a button for volts and amps. But apart from that, it's pretty much identical. And as I say, it's quite a valuable piece of kit, that. You're blaming the bright shirt, Harvey. Welcome, mate. Yeah, I might have to alter the video down to 720, perhaps. See how we get on. It is struggling my end. Oh, it's eased back up again now. Okay. The red is back on, which is good. Red is good in this case. Yeah. So yeah, as I say, lukewarm soapy water to start with. Oh yeah, you can use this stuff on it. You can use this stuff on it, but it can be quite aggressive. I mean, the older R200s would hold up to that. You could, if you've got a really dirty one, give it a go with that, but you don't want to leave it on for long. You want to wipe it off again quick. This is good stuff, but this, you couldn't use this on a modern Roberts because it would take all the finish off. Hacker, yes. Roberts, no. So the older Roberts, you'll be okay because it's a different type of Rexine than the later ones. You're gonna wear that tie tomorrow. Hi, Andy. Shame you live in Berlin. I mean, this is it. The only way we could do it abroad really is if you were to pay the difference in postage. But to be fair, it's such a hefty thing that the least it travels, the better. Really, it's done well to arrive here in one piece. It's in its original box, which gives it a chance. It's something that you really could do with if you're doing any repairs on radios or any sort of equipment that uses up to sort of 30 volts DC. As I say, you can even run some of the 12-volt portables on this if you wind it right up fully and bank them together. So there you go, Mike. That's an absolutely brilliant giveaway, mate. That's a very nice giveaway. That very thoughtful of you, Mike, and certainly are looking after the community, because I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that are repairing radios that haven't got one of these and would really benefit from one, and perhaps couldn't afford one. So, you know, as I say, it's one of those, like, you really would like one, but it's whether you can afford one like this or not. There's lots of cheap ones around. You can pick up one for like 20-30 quid, but they ain't great. This is a proper lump, this is, and it will do 5 amps. There's a lot of 1 amp supplies, and they won't do 30 volts. They'll only do 12 volts or 24 volts. So this is a good bit of kit. So let's find my beer a minute. Let's grab the beer. Let's grab the beer. So we got Fat Tony's amazing purity gift box. So thank you, Tony. If you didn't see that, opening earlier, that reveal. Thanks, Tony. If you win, you will let another viewer have it if you can keep the leads. Yeah, so the giveaway name is Tenma. When do you want to draw it then, Mike? Do you want to leave it till Christmas Eve, or did you want to draw it when you're going to be about, mate? Because you know, your giveaway, you ought to be there for the winner, really. Yeah, as I say, I've just taken a massive, great Farnell power supply into the other room because it was in the way here. But I was intending to put it underneath the bench because, like Harvey says, you can never have enough power supplies. Ty reminds you of Freddie Flintstones. It is, isn't it? Yeah, she loves to get me tacky stuff. She knows I love it, really. There you are. So yeah, what an amazing giveaway. So we'll let Mike decide when he wants to do that, and I'm happy to do it next Sunday if you want, Mike. Or I think the Sunday after is Christmas, isn't it? I'm totally lost with the dates at the moment. I popped the front off a button of one of mine here, and it's on the bench somewhere. Popped off and dropped down the front. Fred. So I've got lots of other things here, but where are we doing for time? 5 o'clock. I did promise Mrs. Cruncher I'd finish a bit earlier today. Well, not earlier, but, you know, started a bit earlier. Couple hours. As I say, tomorrow you've got a bit of a treat coming up. You've got, it's an hour-and-a-half video I've got lined up for you tomorrow. So, stay tuned. It's going to go live at 2 o'clock tomorrow, so make sure you tune in at 2 o'clock tomorrow, and if you've clicked the bell, you'll get a notification that we're going to be live streaming at 2. We're not live streaming. There's going to be a video released at 2 o'clock tomorrow. So it would need to be before Christmas Eve. Next weekend, okay, okay. Let me just have a look at the diary then. Let's see what we're going to do. So we've got... Well, we could do... What about leaving it a couple weeks, Mike, and doing it on the 19th? Sunday the 19th, what do you think? That will give us a chance to promote it, get it. Well, it depends if you want it before Christmas or not. Up to you, Mike, you say. We can do it either next Sunday or the Sunday after, so we could do it at any of the... We're on every day, don't forget. We're not just weekends now. We're not just Sundays. We're every single day. Your Roberts was once blue, now it's black. So what have you got, Cameron? Is it an R200 that was in blue that someone's painted over with black? Or Tony saying put Zorba on, or Richard Tauber put Zorba. We haven't got any Zorba Christmas music. We got this. There you go, Tony. Is that better for you? I know you love the Christmas music. Let's decide now. When do we want to do the draw for this, then, people? It can't be Christmas Eve because Mike's not about, so it's only fair. Mike's given us this lovely gift to give away, so we need to do it. We need to do it before Christmas Eve. Do you want to leave it a couple weeks, or do you want to do it next weekend? Weekend after? Is Sunday a good day? Saturday, Sunday? It looks like my internet's settled back down again now. Anyway, that's good. On a Sunday for Brett. Let's make a decision. Let's do it next Sunday. Let's do it next Sunday because we've got a whole week's worth of live streams to just remind people. So let's put some titles up here then. So we want our keyword. So we want a giveaway. Keyword, and Mike said he wants Tenma. So then what you need to do, you need to put that, let me just, yeah, I'll put this, let's just swap the screens around a minute. Let's stick that one in there, and let's stick me in there. There we go. So you need to stick the keyword, no, that way, Graham. Keyword, Tenma, in the comments of this video. So this video, you need to put Tenma in the comments section. You need to give it the thumbs up, and if you're not a subscriber, you need to subscribe. If you're not subscribed, then I'll knock your entry off. Unfortunately, the rules is rules. We've got to have some rules here. So yeah, please subscribe if you're not, and you get a chance to win this. I got stuff going everywhere. I got this, and this going. I don't know. Left and right on when you're on cameras all over the place, isn't it? Yeah, it is the 12th, which is next Sunday. So we'll do the draw for this next Sunday. But in the meantime, you must put this keyword, Tenma, in the comments section of this video, not the one next Sunday, this video today, all right? You need to give it the thumbs up, and you need to be a subscriber. That's fair. And then the only stipulation, really, this can't go across the water. It's got to be UK only. So it's just literally too heavy. It would get wrecked, I think. The more it travels, the worse it's going to be. I'm going to have to look at the packaging as well and just redo some of that, because I'm going to pinch all the dusters that Mike used for packaging. That's Mrs. Cruncher's gift, says. Don't tell her, Mike. She'll give me a rollicking if I tell her that we got her some dusters. Oh dear. So are we all clear on that? You won't be able to, well, I don't think you can put anything in the comments section yet until the video's uploaded. So the video will upload later on when we go off air. And to say, we're going to fold up around about 6 today. So I'm just trying to think what we can have a look at. What else have we got here that we can look at? We've got loads of stuff here, to be fair. I was going to have another look at the Dan set, but the problem with the Dan set is that we need to... what we can do with the Dan set is we can stick all the plastic work back on. So let's do that, because we've got to move on with the Dan set. But to finish the Dan set, what I need to do basically, I was trying to say just now, and I've lost my track. I need to go back into my video and just find out what the wiring situation was. I'm pretty sure I've got it wired up right, but it's not working. There's not a peep coming out of it. So there's something up. Clean up, woman. Oh, you better hope she's not watching, Mike. Clean up, woman. You're a brave man. He's a brave man. Brilliant. Ben, hi Ben. Mr. Penguin gave me some, if I can find it. Mr. Penguin gave me some Mad Goose today. And our friend Fat Tony also gave me a crate full of Purity beer. So I'm sorted for Purity beer for the next couple of weeks, I think. So yeah, this is the giveaway here, or up. No, there, up there. It's a giveaway. I think I'll get used to where the cameras are. Your INS Tenma 72 6153 power supply for the hackers would add a fuse between the radios and the supply. You could do, Chris, if you made yourself up some cables and just put an inline fuse in. You can actually buy an inline fuse that you can solder into cables like this. So just little plastic things. I've got a load of them here somewhere. So have you all got the titles now? You all know what to do. Tenma in the comments section of this video. You need to be in the UK. You need to be a subscriber and give it a thumbs up. I think we've done that now, haven't we? I think you're with us. I think you're with the program. Don't forget, if you have got one of these power supplies, Chris, you can set the current limit down low anyway, so if anything happened to the radio, it wouldn't damage it, because it would just cut down on current limit. Right, so I've got to find out where to put all this stuff, Mike. Let's pop it back in its box for a minute. Let's pop it back in its box, nice and safe. And we'll get the plastics put back on the Dan set. Sean's very nice. Sean's a very nice little jigs he had made up for me. So Sean actually got someone to make him some of those, so they're not just something that Sean's knocked up in his shed. And incidentally, Sean has given me a giveaway as well. So Sean has given me a giveaway as well, people. And, I don't think we'll reveal that quite yet, because we're doing Mike's giveaway today, but we have got some... I've got giveaways piling up here. Literally. They're coming in thick and fast. Make sure I get these on the right way round. It's that way, and that one looks like that goes with the knobs. Oh dear, oh dear. Ooh. This is a heavy old lump, this is. I won't tell her, Mike. It'll be our secret, alright? It'll be our secret. She's not in here, is she? You gotta watch it. She does pop in from time to time, Mike. She might pop in tomorrow while I'm away. There she blows. Mike, once again, thank you very much, mate. That's a great giveaway. Even though it weighs an absolute ton. Right. Let's see if we can get this back there, shall we? It was one of a few things my grandmother came to Canada with. Oh, right, okay, Cameron, you're in Canada. So yeah, they're quite nifty, that, isn't it? So they're made up of, it looks like 25mm ply, or maybe not 25mm, bolted together, and yeah, nice. So thank you, Sean. Sean's, he shouldn't be working today. I don't know where he is today. He works in the morning on a Saturday, I think. Did I manage to make a nice scale for the Dan set, Harvey's asking. I've actually ordered some of that gold 3D printer paper that, I'm trying to think who it was saying about that. It was John, was it John, or was it, it was Anthony, I think, wasn't it? I think Anthony mentioned it yesterday and sent us a link to it. And I've got some of that coming tomorrow, so I'm going to look at doing some printing. I need to say 3D printing, then doing some printing on that gold film. As I say, I've got the original one here still, which is pretty ropey, and it's very fragile. So I'm going to try and somehow make the gold transparent and print it so as it just shows everything else. I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do that yet, so it's going to take me a little while to do that, to be honest, Harvey. It'll take me a few sessions on the computer to work that out. But so far the results have been pretty good. Have I got it here? I don't know what I've done with the one I printed. Oh yeah, there we are. Yeah, so far the results have been pretty good. That was my preliminary go at, is it going to focus? Yeah. It does look very, very good. So, it was you, Anthony, wasn't it? I thought it was. Yeah, so I've ordered some of that gold paper that you suggested, Anthony. So, I think it was £4.50, £4.50. But for something like that, that's irreplaceable. I was thinking, because they do a glue bat, like a sticky bat version as well. But I wasn't really sure what to stick it to, so I decided to just go for paper to start with, and then I can PVA and glue that onto a bit of very thin card, or make a couple different thicknesses of paper to back it with. Right, let's get the case back up. So the Dan set saga continues. So I'm not sure, is it any clearer? I think it is a bit clearer. It has got rid of some of the browning on it. And I mean, to be fair, that's probably okay to use now. I We can definitely see through that. The other question I had was, do I cut a piece out of this? I've got all this spare here that I could patch that up with. The only issue is you would be able to see through the grill that it's not red underneath. So if I cut a piece out, I'd have to probably put some sort of red paint back on it. This sort of brick red paint. You see what I mean? If you're with me, are you with me? And I don't think I've got anything like that. Pretty sure I haven't got any. I'll check though a minute, you never know. I've got all sorts of different coloured paints in that here. Oh, well, I don't know that that's the same colour red, is it? Fat Tony! Thank you, Tony. Insignia red. That's a bit too dark. It would need a lot of white in with that. Antique gold. Gloss black. What is that? A fast dry enamel. Doesn't say whether that's gloss or matte, it just says it's fast dry enamel. See, I've got some shoe cream, but that's in a more of a, well, that's, I don't know, I could try putting some shoe cream on it. Look, that might make it red. I don't know. Yeah, we're just looking at that, Tony, but it obviously needs to be a similar sort of red colour, doesn't it? So you've got some burgundy sort of colour. I've got lots of stuff here in mine, lots of different colours and that, but yeah. Or we just leave it. I mean, end of the day, it's on the very bottom of the case, so you're never really going to see it unless you stick the radio up on its backside. I'm tempted to leave it as is, you know. I don't know. I'm still undecided. I need to make a decision because there's no way I can stick the case back on with it like that. And I have got some white here. I think this is matte white, so I could add those two together. So I could lighten that down a bit by adding some white in with it. Georgie, how you doing, mate? Yes, it did, Georgie. I did email you. I did email you, George, saying it had arrived. It is here, but that's for another day because that's another giveaway. So George has very kindly sent us in something very nice. We've got so many presents to give away here this year. It's going to be unreal. It's got to be the giveaway to exceed all previous giveaways, I think, especially with Mike's power supply here as well. So Anthony's saying under the dial it wouldn't notice. I think the only problem, Anthony, is well, not the only problem. The other problem is getting a match to this because it's got a pattern to it. You couldn't just stick a piece in there and hope for the best. I think you'd need to try and somehow match the pattern. So probably would need to take a fair strip, really, across and just move it along and try and match the pattern in. Which does, it seems sacrilege, doesn't it? I don't know. But I mean, once this grill is on, you can see that it's red in behind it, but you can't really make the pattern out. So that's where it would sit normally. And you can't really see it. So we could pinch that as a spare bit of cloth. Let's have a look. Let's do a bit of measuring. What do we need here? Because again, we don't want to go too far. The least is better, really. So if we came out, we went to 13 mil. Is that unlucky? $13 mil would be fine. Shall we cut it? Shall we cut it? Shall we cut it? Oh, I haven't got my other light on. To be fair, that's making the picture better. So my light up the top there is what's blowing my picture out normally. Oh, right, okay. Thank you, George. You guys are good to me, aren't you? What would I do without you lot? I wouldn't be doing it if it weren't for you guys, would I? Because it's only your support that keeps me wanting to do it, to be fair. You know, I don't want to get all emotional and all the rest of it, but it's true. It's absolutely true. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to take a piece just off the edge there. So if I do a bit of pencil lineage there. So I'm going to get my goggles on because it's difficult to see. So if I measure 13 mil then, 10, 12, 13 mil. And 12, 13 mil. The same? Yeah, okay, that is the mark. It's difficult because this is it's quite tough leather cloth, this. 10, 12, 13. I just sharpen my pencil as well by the looks of it. Okay, can you see my marks on there? Just about. It doesn't want to focus, does it? There you are. You can sort of see my marks there, look. So we only need a piece. Say 90 mil or 9 centimeters would do us. But as I say, I've got to try and match the pattern somehow. So I don't think it's going to make too much difference if we take a big strip from this. And it also gives us a bit extra then over to play about with. Let's take it back to about there. We need another couple patches, don't we, for the. Doesn't need to be square really. We need another couple patches. This is really tight though. I don't even know if I can get this off this bit of cloth. So I'm going to score it with the scalpel. And then see if I can get it off. What have I done with the scalpel? Let's make sure I don't lose any of Mike's bits here. I must keep all that together. Mr. Racing Demon's extra special giveaway. Okay, let's make the first incision then. Anybody against this before I do it? It is underneath the grill. Anybody saying, no, no, don't do it, don't do it. Thanks, Rob. So I make this. Oh, wrong camera. Cheers, Rob. Jess, how are you doing, mate? Oh, Anthony's saying you would leave it and just paint the exposed fiberglass. Leave as is. Derek is saying, oh, am I behind you? Timothy's saying leave it as it is. Oh. What's the ruler action? What we're trying to do here, Simon, is we've got a big hole here where the leather cloth's peeled away and broken off. It's gone quite hard. So I probably would need to just give it a little bit of a warm with the hot air station before it would come off. So I was going to pinch a piece of leather cloth from here, which is underneath the grill. So the grill is going to sit in here. And you're not really going to see that through it. You would if you sort of held it at the right angle, I suppose. But in normal use, you wouldn't see that that piece was missing. So the idea is to pinch this piece off. It would give me a chance to patch this bit, sort out this hole here. And I've also got on the back panel, there's also a big lump missing out of that. So I could sort of kill three birds with three birds with one stone. Yeah, because that's peeling there all the way along. It's very thin as well. This is like old school Rexine, this is. 1961. We certainly don't want to be doing anything nasty to her. Let's just catch up with the chat then. You've been conned, just a ruler. Jeff, how you doing, mate? Have a go. Will the rest of the cabinet clean up any better? It won't. I've given it some jip with the foam cleaner. If we go any further, we'll lose the red striping off of it, Jeff, unfortunately. So it is what it is. This is underneath, so it is out of the way, really. But, you know, we can afford to take this piece out. I don't think it's going to be detrimental to it. Aston's saying that there's potential for disaster. Chris is saying don't. Jeff is saying have a go. Don't cut it, Graham, Mike is saying. Paint, leave it. Photoshop a photo of the bottom and use a clone tool to make the missing bit. We'll see through the grill. Okay. Yeah, Theo's also throwing more fuel into the fire. Look. Theo's saying it's worth the exercise of repairing the missing material. What do we do? What do we do? Yeah, what do we do is the question, isn't it? So if you see the pattern, it's sort of converging down. It's coming in at 45-degree angles there. So a piece there is not going to match a piece there. What should we do? Shall we leave it? I think everybody's sort of saying leave it, aren't they? I think the majority are saying leave it. Let me just have some more Mad Goose. Doug is saying it's going to be difficult to get it off without tearing it. I think the scalpel will cut right through it, Doug, and you know, my idea of perhaps putting a little bit of heat with a hot air gun in that area may lift it, but shall we leave it as patina? Shall we just rub my pencil marks out and leave it as patina? Who is Patina anyway? Patina Turner? Brett's off. Cheers, Brett. Don't forget, mate. Well, you just want the leads. You'll have to speak to Mike to make you some leads up. Catch you soon, Brett. Chris is going to buy the radio from me so I don't have to look at it. That's fair, Chris. It's going to be a masterpiece when it's finished. Cut it. It looks gash with the missing material. It's never going to be seen though, really, is it? It's going to sit on someone's bookcase or something like that, really. Nice. Right. Let's, I think the majority are saying leave it be. I could have a go at matching this colour and hand painting. I could do a fairly good job of hand painting that. The only thing is the difference in the material thickness. I would have to sort of somehow get something to fit in there to paint up to stop having the ridge there, if you know what I mean. I almost need a very fine filler in there. I don't know. Well, Chris has seen what I can do because I actually patched the blue hacker that Chris bought. So Chris, can you see my repair on the hacker that you got there? Can you see the patch I did in it? I don't know where my rubber is now. It's typical, isn't it? Well, I know where one is, but I can't get to it because I've got a whacking great power supply in the way. We don't want to be disturbing that. See, a bit of isopropyl will take the lead off. Pretty much. Yeah, it's coming off. Okay, so we're not going to cut it. I think if this was a full-on restoration, then I probably would have a go at patching it. But being it's not, and Chris is happy to buy it without it happening, then we'll leave it as is. Well, there you go. Isopropyl gets some pencil off as well. The other hacker arrived with a chap called Tim the other day as well. He's just waiting for a power supply that he's ordered to try it before he's unpacking it. So he's really keeping the suspense going. There, okay, pencil's gone. Mike! Where's my camera? Thank you, mate. Yeah, and again, Mike, thanks very much for such a great giveaway. That's brilliant. That really is something that's going to help. You know, it's all very well having radios and that to give away, which is nice, but you know, to actually give someone something they can use on the test bench is even better, isn't it, really? So thanks very much, Mike. Much appreciated, mate. Very generous gift, that. So someone's going to be well pleased. Good man. He's a good chap, our Mike. Okay, so we're going to scrap that. We're not going to cut a piece of Rexine out of it or whatever material it is. We're going to leave it as is. Bit of patina. Said it's knocks and bashes. I was toying with what to do with this chromed handle as well. It should be chrome, really. I could probably draw it on with the Molotow pen. I wonder what a silver Sharpie would look like. You can see that or not, but it sort of does give it a silver finish. Yeah, to be fair, that might work. Just a silver Sharpie to colour it in. It's still a bit grubby on top, so I still need to give that a bit more foam cleaner. Right, let's get glue in then. So I think this is quite a tight fit. All this was melted. So basically, it had been pushed through with stubs, and they've melted the back of it with a soldering iron or something. So I tried to sort of give us enough to do that again, but it's not going to be a great way of fixing it. So I thought probably I would put some epoxy on it. I've got to get the electrics done, but I do need to rewind the video and just check my wiring first. Just making sure there's no rough edges and it'll go back through the holes. So hopefully tomorrow well, I won't be here. Mrs. Cruncher will get the the gold paper through to have a go at rebuilding this. Yes, there's still a bit of meat on these, I reckon. If I'm careful. So there's still a bit of overlap on these because of the way I've done it. I think I can get the soldering iron in there and just melt them back over. I don't think we're going to need to epoxy that because I've got enough meat in them. But there you go, look at that. That's a lot different than the previous photo, isn't it? I've got to put it at a bit of an angle because the camera's blowing out. It's so white. It's all white, isn't it? You're relieved that I've bottled it. Yeah, it's one of those things, isn't it? I always im and am whether to do something like that, but you can go too far with a repair. At least, you know, it's there in future. You know, someone will realise that there's extra bit of material underneath, and if they want to do it themselves, they can. So we could have a go at mixing up some paint and just colouring that in sort of an orangey colour. It's like an orangey red. I think I will put some PVA and just glue that edge back down. So look at this because so make sure this still fits. Because I have, yeah, that still fits fine. So yeah, there's quite a bit missing in there. There's a little chunk off that as well. But there we go. It's going to stay. I think we're going to have a reasonably well working radio. So my soldering iron, I've got that set at 200 degrees. So let's see if we can blob this back down as before. Number one blobbed. Number two, and I'm pressing from the other side as I do this. Just want to cool it down before I let the pressure off. And this one, Mr. W&M Plastic will be turning in their, oh, you never know, they might be still with us. I'll be very happy. And this one, you are with me, aren't you? Yeah. Bear with me, I'm not looking at the chat for a minute. Bit of a crude way of doing it, but it does work. At the end of the day, it does hold it quite tight. There's my cocktail sticks on the floor. Nice. Nice. Right. Still going. Still melting. One more to go. There we are. Turn that off. All melted back on. Pretty good. There's a little bit of a gap at the top, but that's just where the plastic's warped a little bit, I think. Which one would I pull that with? Let's go that way. Probably this one. Let's just heat that one there again. Just pull it over that way a little bit. See if I can just get that little bow out of it. Pull that one that way. I don't think we will. I think that's where the plastic's. Yeah, that's a little bit better. So there we are. That's that done. Now, what to put these in with? It looks like there's some sort of, well, it wouldn't have been super glue back then. I think I'm going to put these in with just clear, like Yoo-hoo type glue. Just catch up with the chat a minute. So Anthony's saying use high build car paint. Blobs of hot glue. You could go hot glue. You're off, Tony, are you? Catch you soon, mate. And thanks again for the beer and the crisps. Brilliant stuff. I'm actually out of crisps at the moment. Got no crisps in the house. So thanks very much, Fat Tony. Right. So yeah, I'm going to go with just this craft glue. So I was originally going to put some epoxy on the back of these, on all these blobs, but I don't think I need to. They're all nice and tight. There's no movement there at all on any of them. Yeah, that ain't going anywhere. Yeah, that's not going anywhere. So yeah, I think just some of this, this is Prit. It's like Yoo-hoo, it's just a general purpose clear glue. It does take a little while to go off, mind you, so this ain't something that's going to go off instantly. It'll give us a bit of wiggle room. So do we put a little bit on here or do we put it on here? What we don't want is any spillage outside. So I think I'm going to go on the inside edge. He says, whacking a great big dollop of it on it. Right, that's that one. So it's on off on this end. These are quite a tight fit and they just literally just press in like that. So we've got no bleed out there at all. Got a little bit in underneath which we can wipe off in a minute with a bit of cloth. Let's do the same on this one then. So just going to run the glue bead around the edge. The inside edge. Oh, steady. Let's put a bit on there as well. Okay, so long and medium wave selector. Let's get that one in as well. Okay, look at that. It looks amazing. I can't get over how well that's come out. So let's just get a bit of blue roll. Just wipe that glue off underneath. It will take 24 hours for that to go off hard. It's actually not much overspill there. There's a bit inside there. It's going to wipe off. Yeah, all good. Now we're doing 15 minutes. Let's have a look. So this is the center dial piece. Now what happened to my thingy bobby there? So basically that goes on like that. Goes in there. So you can certainly see through it a lot better than you could before, can't you? I haven't polished that yet, but I'm wondering whether to polish this. So we've got a brass ring around the edge there. This centerpiece is concave, but when I put it through the ultrasonic cleaner, the actual bright popped off. So it's got, it looks like it's got an option of two different brights. It's either got that one, which is convex, or that one, which is concave. We need to certainly clean that one up. I'm going to be careful with this because very often it's just plated, it's not actual brass. I don't know if that's brass or not. Let me just give that a little scratch with a screwdriver just to see if that is brass or not. typical. It's not, I don't want to make any mark on the outer piece. I don't know is the answer to that. It looks like it could be brass, but it might just be coloured metal. See, I just thought whether we try and just give this a bit of plastic cleaner, see if we can bring it up any better. Is the overhead camera connected up? I think it is. Let's just get you a bit of overhead action on it. Just show you what this looks like. Get a bit of this is not bad, is it? It's fairly clear, but it's got a bit of a shine to it, but not brilliant. So it's difficult to show, really. I mean, if I put my hand underneath, can you sort of see that? Yeah, you can sort of see it's a bit opaque. And it's obviously got some wear on the outer surface. The inner side shouldn't have got anything on it because that's been inside the radio, but it could be nicotine has got on the inside as well. So it's going to need a bit of cleaning. So shall we give it a quick go with the old cleaner? As I say, this is the label that I printed. I don't know if it shows up any better on the overhead camera. So that's the label that I've printed so far. It does actually show up a bit better on that, and that's the original. It's not far off, is it, really? To be fair. That ain't far off, really. I mean, this has got a bit more shine to it, but it's pretty good. We've got a slightly darker red. Yeah. Anyway, I digress. I was going to have a go at quickly polishing that just to see if we could get it any better. Let's have a quick go at that, and then we'll do a bit of calendarage, and we'll say goodbye till tomorrow. And say look out for a notification tomorrow. If you've clicked the bell and you're a subscriber, you'll get a notification saying that we're premiering, not premiere in, premiering at 2 PM tomorrow UK time. So our normal Sunday live time. And if I get chance, I will log in from the show. I'll see if I can take get some footage as well. I don't know if they're like you filming, but I'm sure they can't really stop you. So I'll see if I can get some footage on the phone to show you, perhaps. And on Monday, we'll either look at Simon's Christmas challenge, or we'll look and see what I've actually got from Wootton Bassett. So let's give this a go then. I'm not going to do any harm by giving it a clean. Or polish. I mean, we're not cleaning it, we're polishing it, aren't we? So I'm just using this Novus number 2 at the moment, if you're wondering what I'm using. Fine scratch remover. There's no deep scratches on this at all. There's a little tiny dink in it, but I'm not going to try and get that out. It is clear perspex, so you can do more harm than good doing that. This is steak night tonight as well. Mrs. Cruncher's cooking up some steak and chips, I think, tonight. Smells good down there anyway. I've got to leave about 6:30 in the morning tomorrow morning, so I'm going to be absolutely hanging first thing in the morning, so I might not be the best company first thing. Okay, let me think. Has that improved? Yeah, they could do with a bit more. It's got it a bit more of a shine to it now. Catch you later, Derek. See you tomorrow, mate. As I say, I will try and join in the chat. I think the auction will be on then at that stage, but you know, got to say hello to you guys, haven't I? So yeah, have fun with the show tomorrow. And Mrs. Cruncher might put an appearance in. I did ask her if she fancied it, and she didn't say no. She didn't say yes. So you never know. You might get a rare appearance with Mrs. Cruncher in the chat. Might be the only way she can keep in touch with me tomorrow. So this fine polish is also taking the tarnish off of this bright as well. Okay, let's give it a bit of a wipe over then. Yes, come up pretty good. Let's give it a quick squirt with the #1 plastic clean and shine. Clean and shine. Let's use a clean cloth. See if it's going to clean that inside rather than trying to use polish on it. So I think the Retrobrite did take some of the colouring out of it. Some of the browns come off, but it's still, you know, unfortunately this clear plastic does degrade. So there we are. If you can see that, let's stick it back on the overhead camera. Yeah, that has cleared it a bit further, hasn't it? I think a little bit more. See why Mike keeps giving me cleaning cloths, can't you? Because I do use them. Yeah, I think that has improved it, hasn't it? Yeah. Yes, it has. I think that's going to want a few more goes, and I might give the inside of it a go. The trouble is I could introduce scratching on the surface that's never been touched. So got to be careful. But I think I will give it another polish on the outside and maybe one on the inside, and that'll be it then. We won't mess with it too much because, again, we don't want to make this a brand new radio. It's got a bit of age and character with it. Clear down the decks. Let's get the clear down the decks. Let's get the advent calendar underway. So let's see what Mr. Weir's got in store for us today. Mr. Weir? Is there such a person as Mr. Weir? Hello? Where have we gone now? Cameras, Graham, cameras. Keep an eye on your cameras, man. I think this is. Right. Make sure those paint pots are stood up right. Get some music back on for you because I know you missed the music. Let's get our nice looking Dan set out the way. Right, let's see if we can find out where number 4 is. Where is number 4? Come in, number 4. Chamber pots and commodes. Andy, oh, the chat's gone mental again. Lawrence is saying put a patch on the same thickness and colour it. Chris is saying about All American 5 sets. Doug's saying that looks about as good as you can get it. Plastics of this era do deteriorate and go somewhat cloudy. I think that is as good as I can get it, really, Doug. But you know me, I'm a messer. I've got to give it another go on mine. I can't just leave it. Afternoon, Harvey. Okay, we got Benji saying on the cat, and we got Rob saying on the Christmas tree. Yeah, I think Benji's got it with the cat, really, because the Christmas tree's up here, but it is here. Look, here he is on the cat. Let's zoom in. Let's zoom in. You're both right. It's thereabouts, isn't it? Right, there we are, number 4. It's a long one. Could be another screwdriver. Oh, it is. Oh. I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting one of those in there. So we've got a 1000 volt rating. Now, I've considered getting a set of these, really for working in Volv radios and that, just in case there's any voltage knocking about. It is useful to have something like that. Very nice. Let's just get that down on the bench then. Let's get the advent calendar out of the way for now. Let's ease off the Christmas music a little bit, but yeah, that has come up pretty good. I'm pretty pleased with that. It's a lot better. It's really coming together. That we've just got to get the thing working now. That's the next thing we've got to do. I need to sit and study that, really. Right. It's got to sit in one of these, isn't it? I would have thought it's probably in beside this one there. I think, I mean, the other ones, the other kits I have used from time to time, but I sort of go and get them and they're not here handy. But I think with these sort of tools in here, that's gonna stay fairly close to the bench. I think I'm really looking forward to getting some more of these little jeweler screwdrivers, as you call them. I don't know if there's another word for them, but I call them jeweler screwdrivers. Yeah, looking forward to some more of those. So there we are. That's the advent calendar so far. Weira, if that's how you pronounce it. all done for another day. So there'll be another advent calendar opening tomorrow and another beer open tomorrow. So you've got all that to come. I just hope it all works well together. So you'll have to let me know what you think of tomorrow's video. That's it from me today anyway. Hope you've enjoyed that. And that gift from Mike is brilliant. So don't forget, in this video, you need to put the keyword Tenma if you want to win that power supply. UK only. Got to be a subscriber and hit the thumbs up key if you would, please. That's it for today, people. And ho ho ho, Mrs. Cruncher's tacky tie of the year and the tacky t-shirt. Hey. Happy Christmas, everybody. Have a good one. Hope you've enjoyed that today. Let's see if we can get you some credits now. Catch you soon. Bye for now.